So trading a simple rules-based system with a stop loss and a take profit based on actual price action that's happening currently in the markets. This is the XXX indicator stripped down to one of its core elements. It's a very simple system. I'm only trading the first hour and a half of the New York Open. We're on the lookout for a trade setup when we get a color change on the XXX. So here's our first color change. We're going to put a limit order a couple points above the high of this entry candle, so it might or might not trigger. In this case, we do get the break 2 points higher than the entry candle. Our stop goes below the low of this entry candle, and our target is 1 to 1. So depending on how big the entry candle is, so if this is a 25-point candle, we're going to have roughly a 25-point stop loss and a 25-point take profit. We retrace a little bit, we don't come anywhere near to our stop loss being hit, and we get the full take profit. Next trade, here's our first red candle after the color change. So we're putting a limit order to sell 2 points below the low of this entry candle. The next candle does not trigger a trade. The third candle gets us into the trade. So we've got our stop above the entry candle, and if the distance from our stop to our entry is 20 points, our take profit is 20 points. So you can see we pull back very little, we don't come anywhere near the stop, and we get our full take profit in 1 minute. We don't get the candles to change color until after 10. Here's our entry signal candle. We take the trade if it pops 2 points above. Stop is below the entry candle. So again, if the distance is 20 points between our entry and the stop, we're targeting 20 points, which we get in 1 minute. Here we go neutral, then back to green. This counts as a color change. We went from neutral to green. Here's our entry signal candle. We're buying if it breaks above. Stop goes underneath the entry candle. Target is equidistant. We get our target in a minute or two. Next red candle. We're entering below. Stop above. If this distance is only 12 points, we're targeting 12 points. You can see once again we get our target in a few minutes, and then this chart ends at 11. So this is the MMT XXX indicator with a very special input series. I did a video on using different input series for the XXX and other indicators. This instance of the XXX has the input series of the Williams oscillator with the default settings. So here's my XXX indicator. Input series is the Williams, default settings of 14. So this is what the indicator looks like with the Williams as an input series. It's attaching the 3 moving averages to the Williams oscillator, and then you are getting the bar colors based on how the moving averages are reacting with the Williams oscillator. If I change this to the default input of the close of price that comes preloaded, it changes. Now the 3 moving averages are attached to the close of price on the chart, not the oscillator. Very different signals we're getting. Using an oscillator as an input series, especially a faster moving oscillator like the Williams, can help you get into moves a little bit sooner. I highly recommend experimenting with a lot of different input series, and definitely do your own back testing. Try all these ideas out for yourself and really see if it's something that you think might give you an edge. Personal experience and time in the markets are the absolute best teachers. Nothing that I say on this channel is financial advice. I'm just sharing some of my own experiences and explorations in the universe of trading. I hope you got some good ideas. There's links to this indicator in the description. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Best of luck in your trading. Have a great day. There's a lot of good sales going on at all the prop firms that I trade with. If you're interested in helping to support the work that I do on this channel, you can use code MonkeyMan at Apex for 80% off. Take Profit Trader has a 40% off sale with no fees if you get the funded account. Code MonkeyMan there as well. Tradeify has 35 to 45% off their accounts depending on which account type that you get. Code MonkeyMan at Tradeify. And Bulenox has 90% off right now. You can use code MMT to get the 90% off.